Hey, so this is a little behind the scenes look at some of the sets that I've made for episode 1 and episode 2 of Cosmotroopers. So first off, this is the area where I do most of the shooting. I have just two little desk lamps that do the job, and then this is the stand that I use, that I put the phone in. So here's the set for the bridge. It looks a little different than what you've seen for part 1 of episode 1, because I've already shot everything for part 1 and part 2. So this is what it's going to look like for episode 2. This is a little sneak preview. That's why the characters look different. They got different costumes, there's more detail and such on the walls, and new little instrument panels and stuff. So yeah, so this is about the size of the bridge. It's definitely the biggest like set piece, just in terms of the number of bricks used. Even though it's just one location, it really needs to be this big. That way I can move the camera, so if I put it in the stand, I'm able to put it as close as possible in order to get close-up shots, since this is probably where the most important shots need to take place, are here on the bridge. Next up, we have, coming right off of the bridge, we have it's just a small little hallway, fits character. This one's definitely harder to get the camera closer into because, of course, it is very short. I mean, that's the whole distance of it. And this can also work sitting on this main base platform in order to like go into a separate room or create a corner or something. And speaking of this base plate, this is where most of the hallway shots are filmed. So there's this room, which isn't actually going to be in episode 1. This should make an appearance in episode 2. But this is just some sort of technical mechanical room that I haven't shot anything with yet. But I'm using the back of the back wall as a super long hallway shot. And I can take these little spare walls that I've made, attach them here, and kind of create an endless amount of different hallways and such. Now we have the medical room. This is pretty much the same from episode 1 and episode 2. This one didn't really get any changes. Yeah, so there's B5 in there. Just some various technical tubes and colors and stuff to make it bright and colorful, and I chose orange as the theme for health. Even that's a little uncommon, I just wanted to make sure there was a little bit of color, because as you can see from most of the walls and stuff for all the other sets, there's not a lot of color when it comes down to white, gray, and black, so I chose orange as a color to spice it up a little bit. This one's yet another hallway. This is its own special corner hallway. I think this only gets like one shot in episode 1, but I do hope to use it more in future episodes. So you can kind of shoot this from either angle. You can either get it from this side as people go along this way, or pretend it's something different and have them come along this way. So I've added a whole bunch of machines and instruments to make it seem like this is what is running the ship and keeping the thing running. This one has yet to be seen. This is for episode 2, but just wanted to show it off here. It's just like a green planet. I can change the colors digitally, since it's all green, to change it to any like planet color that I want. It's mainly just for probably going to be some sort of extraterrestrial planet that they get stuck on or something. Finally, I just have some various ships and other props. This was a little guy that used to be on the ship on episode 1. These guys used to be like around here. I decided to take them off because they didn't really fit, and it didn't really make sense to have actual robots, such as a robot right there, when there was also these weird mechanical guys. So I decided to get rid of them. This also never made an appearance. This is one of the pirates from episode 1, but with a really wacky sword. I decided to use guns instead of swords, but I don't know. The sword may make another appearance later on. We also have this. Also hasn't made an appearance yet. I don't know if it ever will. It doesn't really fit into anything, but I thought it made a pretty cool alien kind of bug aesthetic kind of ship here. This ship hasn't been shown anywhere yet. I'm not sure which direction is up for it, but I like the design of it. The circularness in the middle. This one also hasn't made an appearance, but I really like the design of this one. It feels like some sort of battering ram with this front bit like walrus tusks or something. And it's got his engine going in the back. And then here is the ship, the Explorer 295. It looks different from episode 1 because for episode 2 I've decided to narrow down. It used to be way longer little parts sticking out here. I decided to shrink them down just to 1 brick tall, just to kind of make it look a little more aerodynamic, even though you don't need aerodynamics in space, but just to make it look cooler in my opinion, I narrowed it a bit. Added some more green to it because I did like the accent color green, and the back's pretty much the same. Here's some various minifig designs for bad guys that I've made while designing the characters. Most of them probably won't ever get used just because you can only have so many bad guys per episode and there can only be so many episodes. So that's a quick look at all of the sets that I have so far, at least, for Cosmotroopers episode 1 and 2. Episode 1 part 2 is on the way. I'm still working on editing down the voices and linking it up to the video, but that should be coming soon. And who knows when episode 2 is going to be. The script still hasn't been fully written for that. But that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching the behind the scenes of episode 1 and 2. I hope you guys like the sets. If you do have a favorite set, either the bridge or the engine room or the medical room or any of the like 10,000 hallways or any of the little scale ships, it'd be cool to find out. So thank you for watching this, and I'll see you in episode 1 part 2.